David, before we move on, you talked about Lost.
Yeah.
And you talked about how that was a big inspiration for you. You're a big Lost fan. Like, can you talk a little bit how that has played into the role of bringing this to life, and is this the new Lost?
Well, look, nothing's ever going to be the new Lost. I love Lost. I've seen every single episode. But I'll tell you the reason why the show wound up at ABC. Brandon and I wrote it as a spec script, and there was a bidding war, and there were multiple bidders, and ultimately, you know, I'm friends with Damon, and I was talking to him, and the bottom line is, Lost was this genre-breaking, you know, show that was just its own unique new thing that was daring and challenging. And the fact that ABC was courageous enough to put that on the air, ultimately, I said, well, if they were courageous enough to put that on the air, then I think they're going to be courageous enough to put this on the air. You know, we came in, we pitched them a fairly excessive plan. We know exactly the shot that season 1 ends on. We know, because they also said in a post-Lost world, this is a really cool script, but do you have any idea where it goes? And we said, yeah, we do. We know how the whole season ends. We know how the whole series ends. And then they were like, holy shit. They actually did.
So have you already begun negotiations with ABC to end this series after 5 and 6 seasons?
The basic plan is, in order for us to really tell the story we need to tell, we need
10 seasons.
Yeah. Well, no, we say we need it's an accordion. We need as little as 3, and it can kind of, you know, accordion outward.
Rawhide, 21.
But look, they were cool. We
sounds like Courtney's in.
Yeah.
He's in.
We had a big plan, and you know, we didn't know if ABC was gonna like freak out when we told them that, and they were behind it, and so that's why we went with ABC.
I'm gonna grow old on this show.
Joseph, we know you a lot from your film work. This is your first time on American television, and you're playing, you know, LA FBI agent. Tell us a little bit about why you wanted to do a TV series.
It's really about the gentleman right next to me, David Goyer. I came into LA for a meeting on something else, and pretty much on the way to the airport, I got a phone call and a script saying, you should really meet. And David's work I knew of, and thought, well, why not? But I read the script and then thought, I have to. So the combination of his brilliance and his very good smooth talking kind of landed me here, and it's been an extraordinary kind of change of events, going from film to television. But I have to say, through the script, all the scripts that I've been reading, and the process behind the series, I think that it's so much more exciting in many areas than film. Film can lock itself into a very generic, cliched structure of 3 acts, and you know the arc, and there's this typical arc for an actor that you work through. And here, there's a completely different shape that is possibly like rawhide going on forever.
Does that excite you? I mean, are you in for forever?
Hold 'em up.
I have to tell a cute little anecdote though, because we were shooting the pilot, and there's this moment, you'll see more of, where you see these scary guys in masks coming at Joe, and his character takes out this gun, and so he
You don't have that.
no, but I said, so we had to like show him how to, you know, shoot a gun and all of that, and he said, you know, my character is usually like wearing pantaloons and on the back of a horse. Yeah. And so we were shooting, and like, now Joe, you have to run over here and hide behind here, and just in the middle of it, he did this like James Bond action roll. And we were like, he kind of just threw it in because he got so excited.
Liberated to wear jeans and have a gun on your hip when you've been wearing fancy shirts and on horses is really.
In about 5 minutes, I'm going to open it up to you guys for questions. So if you have a question, start thinking of it. But in 5 minutes, we're going to do that. We're running about 5. We started 5 minutes late, and we're going to go 5 minutes late unless someone comes up here and makes us do otherwise. So, John, how's your summer been?
Gracias, amigos. The summer's been good. We had film open Star Trek, and we went once again. Oh, it feels so good. But we went all over the world, and it was a real privilege to travel with all those good people. It was unusual because actually the cast didn't know. I didn't meet everyone while we were filming, so it was a chance for us to experience all the nuttiness together. So it's been great.
Courtney, here's a question for you, and it's actually for the entire cast. I mean, I'd love to talk a little bit about how challenging it is to bring this to life. I mean, you're acting toward a flash of your character's future toward the end of the series, and I understand that David and the writers don't give you necessarily a lot to work with. Nothing? How challenging has that been for you guys?
Well, I told them when they came on, we're never going to tell you where your character is going, because in real life you don't know what happened. It's happening in the future, so why does your character need to know?
I find it very liberating to be in a series that's, flash forwarding 21 years in the future and residual checks for 21 years. Get the chance to work with these actors as youths, and we grow old together. David and his wife Jessica had 3.5 children in 21 years. And I look forward to seeing my children go to college. And it's a wonderful group of people. In all seriousness, it's a wonderful group of people. I've been going, since Law and Order, I have been going around trying to hook up with another series for a while. And so I was literally kind of exhausted from the trek. And my manager called me and said, I want you to go in on Saturday and to see, David Goyer and Jessica Goyer and Mr. Brandon. And please, Courtney, go in on Saturday morning about 10 o'clock. And I know your twins are you're tired and exhausted from your 3.5 years, but please go in, Courtney. And so I went in, and it was a life-changing meeting, and I'm very, very pleased and proud to be a part of this 21-year saga.
After the panel, could you come talk to me and David and Brandon about the plans for your character in the season finale?
Absolutely. 21 years from now. That's what I want to know about.
Christine, how about you? Tell us a little bit about being a part of FlashForward, and also just the challenge of bringing the character to life with so little info.
Who am I?
Yeah, who are you?
Well, I just think this is my first series, so that's, exciting by itself, but it's just fun to go to work and have it just be reactionary. You don't know what's going to happen, and they give you clues, but sometimes they think maybe they're lying.
Sometimes we are.
So you're like, okay, to throw you off the scent, but I just think it's cool to kind of not know what comes next. It makes it easier, less to think about,
Christine, show them your tattoos on your arms. Come on, I gotta tell a story. Just show it. So she's got these 3 circles. So she comes into audition, and we loved her immediately, but I just couldn't remember her name afterwards. And so I know, awesome. So we're going to finally cast, and I'm like, I want that 3 circles chick. And so the true story, all these emails are flying around, and I'm like, I want 3 circles. Where's 3 circles? And then ABC's got, okay, we're trying to make a deal with 3 circles. We're trying to make a deal with 3 circles. So she was just 3 circles for a month of emails.
I started like booking more work when I got the tattoo, and I think it's because then people remembered me. It was like, oh yeah, the tattoo girl, so yeah.